Hi, this is Richard C. I'm a math tutor with Wyzant, answering another student question, which could be used to find the time if the amount, principal, and interest are known. This is one of my favorite things to talk about with my students because it's real world. It's one of those examples where this happens in the real world. And I'm going to make some assumptions about this question. The question's a little vague, but I'm going to assume that you're making an investment, maybe putting some money in a savings account or buying a stock or something like that, and you want to know how long it will take you to achieve a certain amount of gain on that investment. There's a formula that you need to know, which is the ending amount. A is the principal, which is the starting amount. And I'm going to assume that interest is earned annually, once a year, paid out. So like a bond could pay out once a year, though usually they're paid out quarterly, interest on a savings account or something like that. So that's the formula right there. And so let me put this. A is the ending amount. P is the principal or starting amount. And R is the interest rate. And T is time. Okay. So let's do an example using this formula. And let's pretend that you have $100 to invest, so that would be your principal. And then you want to know how long it will take you to get for that $100 to turn into $120. Okay. And here we'll just take T in months. We'll just make T months. Well, actually, we'll make T years because the interest rate will be expressed in years. So let's pretend that you have an investment that's paying 5% a year. So 0.05 raised to the T years. If the interest rate was expressed in something other than years, we'd have to adjust it. There's another more general form of this formula, but I'm just trying to keep it simple because the question is a little vague, and so I'm trying to keep it simple. There are different variations. There's also continuous interest and so on, but we'll keep it simple here. So let's pretend you need $120 for something, and you want to know how long you have to leave it in the bank. If you put $100 in the bank, how long do you have to leave it in the bank until you have $120? Okay, so we'll divide by 100. So this is going to give us 1.2. And then 1 plus 0.05 is 1.05 to the T. So the only hard part really in solving this is the fact that we need to use logarithms. And we'll take the log of both sides. So I don't have the time here to get into all the material on logarithms. So I'm just going to assume that you know something about logarithms. And we'll use the common log or log base 10. Take the log of both sides. So this is going to be T log 1.05. And now we'll solve for T. So this is log 1.2 divided by log of 1.05. And my calculator tells me that this is 3.74 years. So you'd have to leave $100 in the bank for roughly 3 3/4 years. and then you'd have $120. This is a very, very, very important uh, thing for you to remember because it comes up in real life all the time. So please try to remember this formula. I think you'll have many situations in your life where you're going to use this formula. It's very, very handy for all kinds of things. It comes up often in school too, but I think the primary motivation here would be to learn something useful from your years of hard labor in math at the high school level. Okay, so that's it. This is typically done in Algebra 2, sometimes in Algebra 1. So good luck with your additional travels through the world of algebra, and we'll talk again some other time. Bye-bye.